Okay, let's get started. Yeah, that can't read. That was later. That can't be now. All right. You don't have to shut it down, do you? You already got that up, so I'm gonna post that. Okay, call. Okay, we're gonna go into today's teaching, Nephlem origins. Okay. First scripture we're gonna hit. We're gonna go through a lot of books. We're gonna pretty much do a mini research. So, in this research, we're going to show that the Nephlem seed has been with us from the very beginning. The Nephlem seed has been here from the time of before the flood. They were with the children, and they chose a bloodline, which was the children of Cain. After the flood, they survived the flood. I'm going to show that they showed the children of Ham as their seed to mix their bloodline with. And then again, we're going to show the children, without a doubt, the children of Esau, who they chose unto today as that empire who's being controlled by the Nephlem empire that we're living in today. And also show each empire that ruled after the flood, it took the children of Israel to keep them down. And this is one of the reasons why they're keeping their foot on our neck. But we're going to go into showing that these times are changing. We're going to show that America is the country that made a deal with the Nephilim seed. Okay, it's nothing new for people to be worshiping the Nephilim. All these UFO activities, we're going to show you that they're not angels, or what should I say? All of them are not angels. Okay. And the thing is, if you get caught up in it, you might end up dealing with the wrong people. So just let the Most High sort everything out, we should say, instead of us getting caught up in these beings, and they're not of the Most High. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get started. The first thing we're going to is Genesis 6. All right. In this lesson, we're going to go into the Josephus, we're going to the concordance, the Tanakh, the Book of Enoch, and the Book of Jubilees. Okay, and we also have the Legend of Jews that we're going to deal with just a little bit, and David Icke. If anybody familiar with David Icke. It's a good book to get, okay? So. Alright, let's go. Genesis 6 and 1, read.
Genesis 6 and 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair.
Okay, so what I want to show, without a doubt, because you have some people who believe that the sons of God are not angels or watchers. They believe that they're men, okay? But we're going to prove that before anything to show. Keep going, read.
Verse 2, 6 and 2. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose.
See that? They took them wives. Keep going, read.
And the Most High said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
All right, let's start right there, okay? Now, I just want to show that matter of fact, read 4.
Genesis 6 and 4. There were giants in the earth in those days.
There were what?
Giants in the earth in those days.
So there were giants in the earth in those days. Keep going.
And also after that.
Stop right there. And also after that. So they're talking about in those days and after the flood. Okay. But first I'm going to go in and we're going to go into the Hebrew. We got the Tanakh here. All right. And we're going to go into that and see what the Tanakh say. Are they sons of gods? That's what we want to look up, because I want to clarify that these are angels and or angelic beings. Okay. So I'm going to show you that through a few sources, so we can clear that up, because there's lots of people say that they're not. You 6 and 1. You can read that.
Mm-hmm.
Just read 6 and 1.
Genesis 6 and 1 in the Tanakh. When men began to increase on earth and daughters were born to them, the divine being.
The what?
The divine being.
What is a divine being? Something that's not earthly. It's the divine being. Read.
Saw how beautiful the daughters of men were, and took wives from among those that pleased them.
All right, stop right there. Okay, we're good with that one. So we just went into the Hebrew. We went into the Hebrew, went to the Tanakh to show also that the sons of God, and that's written in the Greek, okay, are also the angels. So we're gonna go through a couple more sources just to prove that point. We're going to the book of Enoch, okay, chapter 9, verse 1 and 8. The book of Enoch. Read. Go ahead, read.
The book of Enoch, chapter 9. And then Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down from heaven and saw much blood being shed on the earth, and all lawlessness being done on the earth.
Read.
Verse 2. And they said to each other, let the cries from the destruction of earth ascend up to the gates of heaven. And now to you, the holy ones of heaven, the souls of men make their petition, saying, bring our cause before the Most High.
Keep going.
And they said to the Most High, of the Lord of ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, and God of the ages, the throne of your glory endures through all the generations of the ages, and your name holy and glorious and blessed to all the ages.
Keep going, read.
Verse 5. You have made all things, and you have power over all things, and all things are revealed and open in your sight. And you see all things, and nothing can hide itself from you.
Read. Watch this now. Keep going.
Look at what Azazel has done.
Look at who done?
Look at what Azazel has done.
Azazel was a watcher or angel. Keep going, read.
Who have taught all the unrighteousness on the earth, and revealed the eternal secrets which were made and kept in heaven, which men were striving to learn.
Stop right there, okay? You see that men were striving to learn. Go ahead, read 8. Finish that with me. We'll show you that
7?
these were...
I'll go to 8.
Go to 7 and 8.
Okay. And some Jaza, who taught spells, to whom you gave authority to rule over his associates. And they have gone to the daughters of men on the earth, and have had sex with the woman, and have defiled themselves.
Wait a minute, who did? They had what?
Sex with the woman.
So we have angels having sex with women. So I just want to clear that up. You know what I mean? These in all our scrolls and all our scriptures, that the angels had sex with women. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go one more. Let's go to the book of Jubilees. You're done with that, okay? Let's go to the book of Jubilees. I'm going through all our scriptures. Okay. We're going to back them up. So no one can disclaim what we're bringing out is true. Okay. That these were angels. Go to the book of Jubilees 4, start at verse 22. Now we're going to go into Enoch and what he did. Okay. Read.
Jubilees 4 and 22. And he testified to the watchers.
The watchers are the angels. Read.
Who had sinned with the daughters of men.
Who did what?
Who have sinned with the daughters of men.
Read.
For these have begun to unite themselves, so as to be defiled with the daughters of men. And Enoch testified against them all.
That's it. That's good right there. All right. So now, no one can't say. And all we went to 4 different texts or books, and they all said the same thing. Okay. So let's continue. Now, what we want to do is let's go into what happened. Let's get into a little of the story, because I want to show what happened when that. So we're not going to get deep in it in this part, but we're going to go into the flow. We're going to kind of keep it moving, okay? So we're going to go to Tubal Kenan. Now I'm going to prove to you that these angels chose the children of Canaan. Seth at the time were on the holy mountain. We're going into the you want to show that, Paul? We're going into the first and second book of Adam and Eve, okay? All right? I'm going to show you that the children that was chosen first were the children of Cain. The children of Seth were on the holy mountain. They didn't come down. So the Nephlem, the beginning of the Nephlem was the children of Cain at the time. Okay? All right? Remember, Cain was the first to sin, so his seed was chosen in the beginning. We're going to go with Tubal Canaan, and here they call him Ganan. Start at verse 1 right there. This is chapter 20.
Alright, chapter 20, verse 1. After Cain had gone down to the land of dark soil, and his children had multiplied therein.
And his children, okay? We're talking about Cain's children, read.
There was one of them whose name was Ganan.
Right, that's Tubal Canaan. You'll find that in your scriptures. Keep going, read. In the book of Joshua.
Son of Lamech.
Son of who?
Lamech.
Okay, so you know we're dealing with the son of Lamech, read.
The blind who slew Cain. But as to this Ganan, Satan came into him in his childhood.
So Satan basically possessed him, read.
And he made sundry trumpets and horns and string instruments, cymbals and psalteries, and lyres and harps and flutes, and he played on them at all times and at every hour. So
we know he's dealing with music. We know that Satan was an angel over music, a cherubim over music. Keep going, read.
And when he played on them, Satan came down into them, so that from among them were heard beautiful and sweet sounds that ravished the heart. Wow.
See that? Keep going, read. Now hold on. We know what music deals with. It's spirits, but we're going to get more into that. Read.
Then he gathered companies upon companies to play on them. And when they played, it pleased well the children of Cain.
So he's using that spell with the music. And it's the same thing going on in hip hop or any other music. We know music it swings your mode. You know, you could be in a club and they playing some slow jam and you feeling like you want to get a girl, then the DJ can switch and change the whole mood, and he can play some some waka flocka, whatever you call it, something amp, and everybody amped up and on the nuts. But keep going, read.
I'm going to take it from 4 again.
Yeah, go ahead.
When he gathered companies upon companies to play on them, and when they played, it pleased well the children of Cain, who inflamed themselves with sin among themselves,
read.
And burnt as with fire, while Satan inflamed their hearts one with another and increased lust among them.
So now he got the music, he's using the music to increase the sin, increase the lust. I want you to think about where we're living in Babylon today. Keep going, read.
Satan also taught Ganan to bring strong drink out of corn.
Wait a minute, do what?
To bring strong drink out of corn.
This is called corn liquor. This is all your liquors. This is not wine. So now you know where the liquor come from. Well, you know where the strong drink come from. Keep going, read.
And this Ganan used to bring together companies upon companies to drink houses.
So hold on, to what?
To bring companies upon companies in drink houses.
These are your first club. He was your first P. Diddy. Alright? Hold on. Now when you go into a bar, it says music, food, and what? Spirits. Dance, music, food, and spirits. When you go into any club or a bar, that's what hangs over your door. Okay? Read that again.
Satan also taught Ganan to bring strong drink out of corn, and this Ganan used to bring together companies upon companies in drink houses.
So now you got people coming together, listening to music, drinking. Okay, we're gonna find out what else they're doing. Dancing. Keep going, read.
And brought into their hands all manner of fruits and flowers, and they drunk together.